China has reported the highest daily number of new coronavirus cases in 2 months, sparking fears that a new wave of infections could spread across China. Dozens of new cases have been recorded in the last 24 hours, representing an increase of more than 400% over previous days. China's infection rate spiked in mid-February and the country had flattened its curve significantly since then. Most of the new cases are linked to a wholesale meat and vegetable market in Beijing. Authorities have now placed 11 surrounding neighbourhoods in lockdown. Well, for more, I'm joined by our correspondent Matthias Böllinger in Beijing. Matthias, hi. This new outbreak in Beijing is thought to be linked to this wholesale market. Do we know how it spread there?
We don't know details about how it spread, but what we've seen is that it is, again, a market like in Wuhan in February where the virus could spread easily. These are crowded places, food is hurled around, people are moving around. So this is obviously a surrounding that is very favorable to a spread. We don't know where it comes from exactly, but we know that once it was detected, the authorities quickly found many cases, asymptomatic cases. We are now, yesterday there were 45 cases and today there were another 36 cases. So this is quite a significant spread that had obviously been going on for some time undetected.
Well, so far there's been no real clear evidence that the virus can be transmitted through food, but Chinese media has reported that the virus was detected on chopping boards at this particular market. We've seen authorities there calling for food safety inspections and even food being pulled off the shelves. I mean, is it starting to look like COVID-19 actually could be transmitted through food?
I don't think that we could say now it could or it could not, according to the evidence or the information we have right now. The authorities were quick to release that they had found it on a chopping board that was used to cut imported salmon, and this resonated very quickly with the Chinese public that has been told for months that they should be careful about imported cases. So far, imported cases meant people, infected people coming from abroad, re-importing the virus into China. And now there was quite a quick reaction. Salmon products have been pulled off the shelves, but it's not clear whether this particular cutting board is really considered the origin of the virus. It has been found in other places of the market so far. Authorities have said 40 locations in the market. And of course, the people, so how it came to the market, how it spread there is unclear up to the moment. And I don't think we can pull any conclusions of this particular communication.
Right. Well, China almost had its domestic outbreak completely under control. How are people reacting to this surge?
Of course, this rang all the alarm bells. Another big outbreak. This is a significant number, although, of course, this is a big city with 20 million inhabitants. But as I've said, this is it must have spread quite quickly because it was only detected when already that many people have been infected. Now there are some neighborhoods sealed off. Schools the school starts are delayed, and the authorities are putting everything in to keep to keep this down really quickly.
Matthias Böllinger reporting for us from Beijing. Thanks very much. Well, infection rates are going up in a number of places. According to data from Johns Hopkins University, there are more than 100,000 new confirmed cases daily around the world. Now, Egypt has reported its biggest increase on Saturday, with the health ministry in Cairo announcing 1,677 new confirmed cases. Infections are also rising in several US states. In Arizona, the number of new cases has risen to more than 1,000 per day after lockdown measures were eased. And in another development, France's highest court has ruled that concerns over the virus no longer justify banning demonstrations.